It's a very, very busy day for a good friend of ours at Local 4. Today, Mitch Albom doing about 15 hours of nonstop fundraising for his charity.
Always a fun time, though. This is actually the 10th annual S.A.Y Detroit Telethon, which has raised nearly $9 million to help the homeless, the working poor, and veterans, as well as students who have aspirations of attending college. You and I have done this for years.
Yeah.
You've done it for longer than I've been here. So it's very nice. Mitch is going to join us live from the Somerset Collection in Troy in just a few moments.
We kind of have to shoehorn in between his segments and ours, and I believe the stars have aligned and our schedules, there we are. Look at that. Synchronicity in our time. Mitch joins us now. Hey, Mitch, how's it going so far?
Sorry, this is Grand Central Station here.
That's right.
But yes, we're doing great. We're trying to get to our goal of beating last year's number of 1.5 million in a day. This is our 10th one of these, our 10th annual S.A.Y Detroit Radiothon. And if we get that goal, we will have raised, believe it or not, $10 million over the 10 years that we've done this. So it's kind of a personal landmark, and I'm hoping people will help us get over that finish line.
Yeah. How's it going today? Are people meeting you there in person, or is everybody kind of on Zoom? How's it going?
Oh, no, it's back live. It's plugged back in. There are people around here. There's busyness going on and things being purchased. A number of guests have come and sat down with us here. A number of them have joined us from around the country because, you know, they obviously couldn't be here, but we've had Hugh Jackman and Dr. Phil and Katie Couric and Draymond Green and Calvin Johnson and Tim Allen and Hoda Kotb and just so many more. And it's amazing to see the love that Detroit gets, not only from people who were born here and then went someplace else, but just from people who have never lived here but just love it, like Hugh Jackman or Hoda Kotb. They've never lived in Detroit, but they want to help out. They've made tremendous contributions. And Detroit's, you know, I know Detroit's often kicked around as, you know, we're unlucky, but in many ways we're very blessed. You know, the rest of the country often thinks of us and helps us out. And then, of course, we're the most generous of all to ourselves.
Exactly. You know, it's interesting, Mitch, you've got quite a collection of friends, a lot of familiar names. You just mentioned them, but they're more than the great thing about this group that you have amassed in over your life. They're very generous people. That's a really great thing to say about them all, isn't it?
Well, they're very generous people, and also, you know, every time that we raise goes to the actual people. It doesn't go to run a big organization. We don't even have an office. And, you know, for $10 million worth of raise, you'd think we'd have an office, but it's not necessary. We can do the work in between other offices. But when we bring people up here who were once homeless, the veterans who were once homeless, or kids who are now at the S.A.Y Place Center who have something to do after school because we opened that, or get medical care and have their lives changed or even saved because it was there. When you get to see, I always say, when you see somebody who's in need right in front of you, they're not a statistic, they're a human being, your heart is open. And that's what Michiganders do.
So right. Well, we'll switch the roles here. Coming up about 7 o'clock tonight, Kimberly and I will join you on your program. But thanks so much for the time, Mitch.
We're
Good
expecting
luck.
that. Yes, we're waiting. We're looking at the watch. We're expecting you. So,
you got it. We'll be there.
Please, we'll see you then. Thank you, everybody.
You got it. Thanks, pal.